So we used to live in Erskineville a few years ago. We lived there for about 5 years, right down near Sydney Park, and we found the connectivity up to the northern side of the railway line up near Carriageworks non-existent, really. A bit of a pain to get over to the markets or the art show or in Performing Arts Centre, whatever it is, over on that side of Carriageworks.
The paint shop was built in 1887 and is classed as an exceptional Everleigh heritage item. The paint shop was the workplace of master painters of a bygone era. The former Everleigh Railway workshops were built on both sides of the main railway lines. To the north were the carriage workshops, and to the south, the shops responsible for locomotives. It was a little to the south of the Southern Concourse, built 30 years later. Across the middle of
Wanted to get this campaign, this bridge built so it's more sustainable for people to move around, like on active transport. Like more and more, as the population grows, we just can't have all.
We're both in favour of building the bridge because in order to go across you have to walk around to Erskineville or you're going to go all the way to Redfern.
Not only socially but I also commute into work there a few days a week. It'd be really good if there was a greater level of convenience there to actually travel to work and utilise an alternate route rather than the long way because of the limitations with the railway line that's.
The locomotive workshops are contained within the most prominent building on the southern side of the Eveleigh Railway Workshops. The locomotive shop is a two-storey sandstone brick structure of neoclassical form consisting of 16 equally sized bays, internal hollow cast iron columns and wrought iron trusses with a corrugated iron roof. The workshops were used for the maintenance of locomotives, and during World War II, they were also used for wartime. The new locomotive workshop that sits opposite the works manager an iron roof. A small section of this workshop has a stand of old hand basins installed in the 1950s, which has been kept as a connection to the Everleigh's industrial past. These can The Works Manager's Office, with its bell tower, is an exceptional heritage building encountered as one enters South Eveleigh from Redfern Station. It is a T-shaped building, now known as the International Business Centre. It is largely intact externally, but major internal modifications have changed the configuration to house small offices. Chief Mechanical Engineer's Office is a large two-storey building constructed of brick facing Wilson Street near Ivy Street. Externally, the building is almost unaltered since the 1920s and includes the original 1880s
I'm a University of Sydney student, and I find that around the university we do see a lot of limitations with the urban infrastructure. I live relatively far away from the university, and as a consequence I didn't know the area very well upon arrival. A lot of the unclear
Hi, my name's Charlie. I live in Erskineville and study psychology at the University of Sydney. The campus is only about 15 minutes away as the crow flies, but without a direct pedestrian link, the simple walk turns into a 25-30 minute detour around the railway lines and its awkward back streets. It's frustrating knowing how close everything is, but it sort of feels disconnected. And sure, there's